you believe we Americans gobble up a whopping 152 pounds of sugar each year? That's roughly the weight of an adult female deer. Yes, you heard it right. We're talking about a serious sugar shock here. From causing weight gain to promoting heart diseases, sugar is a sweet poison we voluntarily consume daily. It's a silent killer that's sweetly ruining our health. This disturbing reality was enough to jolt me awake. That's why I decided to quit sugar for 30 days. Day 1. The sugar-free journey begins. It's a battle, but I'm armed with determination. The first few days were a real test of willpower. The longing for a sugary treat was almost constant, a constant craving that was hard to push aside. Every time I passed a bakery or a candy store, the smell of sweetness in the air felt like a siren's call. I had to remind myself constantly why I was doing this. The goal was clear: break free from the sugar shackles. By day 3, the sugar cravings had intensified, almost like a constant hum in the back of my mind. It was a struggle, a real struggle, but I wasn't about to give in. I found myself reaching out for fruits instead, the natural sugars in them providing some relief. The withdrawal symptoms kicked in around day 5. Headaches, mood swings, and a general sense fatigue. It felt like my body was in a state of rebellion, a mutiny against the new regime. But I was prepared, or at least as prepared as one can be. I had read about these symptoms, knew they were coming. It was a stark reminder of how dependent my body had become on sugar. By day 7, the cravings had lessened somewhat, but the mood swings were still there. It was like being on a roller coaster of emotions. One moment I'd feel irritable and the next inexplicably low, but you see, it wasn't all bad. I was starting to notice some subtle changes. My energy levels, though low, were more consistent throughout the day. I no longer experienced that mid-afternoon slump that I used to dread, and there was a certain clarity of mind, a sharpness that wasn't there before. Day 10 rolled around before I knew 10 days of no sugar, 10 days of battling cravings, mood swings, and withdrawal symptoms. But I had made it. I was still standing, still determined. It was a small victory, but a victory nonetheless. By day 10, I was starting to see some changes, albeit small. Day 11, my body is starting to get the hang of this sugar-free gig. This was a turning point, and oh, what a fascinating journey it was. Remember how we talked about the body being a resilient machine? Well, it's true. The human body is a marvel of adaptability. It can adjust to new conditions more quickly than we often give it credit for. And that's precisely what happened to me. As the days without sugar added up, I could feel my energy levels starting to stabilize. They weren't perfect, mind you, but they weren't the roller coaster rides they used to be. Before, I would experience these intense highs after consuming sugar, only to crash dramatically a few hours later. But now my energy was more consistent throughout the day. It was as if my body had found a new rhythm, one that didn't rely on the quick fix of sugar. Along with my energy levels, my sleep quality improved too. Can you imagine the joy of waking up feeling truly rested? It's like being gifted a brand new day every day. Without the disruptive influence of sugar, my body was able to enter a deeper, more restful sleep. I woke up feeling refreshed, ready to seize the day and not in desperate need of a sugar-laden coffee to kickstart my morning. But perhaps the most surprising change was the reduced cravings. Don't get me wrong, the cravings didn't disappear overnight, they lessened gradually. And as they did, I found that I was less interested in sugary treats. The thought of a candy bar no longer sent me into a frenzy of desire. Instead, I found myself reaching for healthier options like fruit or nuts to satisfy any lingering hunger. In essence, by day 20, I was feeling more energetic, sleeping better, and experiencing fewer cravings. It was as if my body was saying, hey, we can do this, we don't need sugar to function, and indeed, we didn't. By day 20, I was feeling more energetic and less dependent on sugar. And that, my friends, is the beauty of the adaptation phase. Day 21. I'm tapping into a newfound energy reservoir. It was as if a fog had lifted, and I was seeing the world through a fresh pair of eyes. My mind was clear, sharp, and focused. Tasks that used to feel overwhelming were now easily manageable. As the days passed, I noticed my clothes fitting a bit looser. I stepped on the scale, and to my surprise, I had lost a significant amount of weight. It was a pleasant side effect I hadn't anticipated. My skin was thanking me. The usual breakouts and dullness had vanished, replaced by a healthy glow. But it wasn't just about the physical changes. My overall well-being had improved significantly. I was sleeping better, waking up refreshed and ready to take on the day. My mood was consistently more positive, and I felt a sense of inner calm I hadn't experienced before. I realized sugar had been a crutch, a temporary solution that only led to long-term problems. But now I was free from its grasp. I was eating healthier, feeling better, and enjoying life more than ever before. The transformation was tangible and extremely rewarding. It wasn't just about quitting sugar, it was about reclaiming my health, my energy, and my life. It was about choosing a lifestyle that prioritized wellness over momentary pleasure. Day 30, I felt transformed, healthier, and happier. This 30-day sugar-free journey, it's been a wild ride. It kicked off with the detox phase, a challenging period where sugar cravings were intense, but the determination to persevere was even stronger. This initial struggle was followed by the adaptation phase, a time of gradual adjustment as the body got used to a sugar-free lifestyle. The transformation phase was the final stage, where the physical and mental benefits of the sugar-free journey became evident. This journey was not just about saying goodbye to sugar, but also about welcoming improved health and self-discipline. It was about understanding the importance of a balanced diet and making mindful choices. It was testimony to the fact that the road to wellness is paved with perseverance and determination. Quitting sugar was tough, but the rewards were worth every moment of struggle. It's an experience that has changed my perspective on food and health. Your journey with this video may be coming to an end, but your journey to better health and wellness is just beginning. The lessons learned from the 30-day sugar-free journey can be applied to other aspects of your life. The power of self-discipline, the importance of conscious eating, and the transformative effects of perseverance are not just tied to sugar, but to all our lifestyle choices. We hope you found this video insightful and that it inspires you to make healthier choices. We appreciate you taking the time to join us on this journey. If you found this video helpful and want to continue learning and growing with us, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support means the world to us.